Let's stay on this a while longer. We're joined on the phone line by Dr. Richard Amoako. Dr. Richard Amoako is a political scientist, a political analyst. Doc, good morning. Welcome to GH Today.
Good morning, Lantam. How are you?
We're doing well, Doc. How are you doing today and how are you feeling this morning?
Doing very good.
What is your immediate reaction to all that has unfolded right up till yesterday when the president-elect gave his victory speech? What has been your reaction to everything that has happened, from the election results, the parliamentary results, to the concession speech of Dr. Bawumia, to the declaration of GHOne Mensah, and of course to yesterday President-elect John Mahama's speech?
Well, nothing was surprising. We knew NDC was going to win big, except that MPP was able to halfway convince people by their own lies that they have done well, better than Nkrumah, all of that. They began to believe their own lies. And I have to be honest, they did well in fooling people. Many people almost believed. That's why even some of those who still voted for them. But for me, there was no surprise there at all. I knew Mahama was going to be the next president.
At what point did you know, before the elections, that Mahama was going to be the next president? At what point?
For long. This is not NDC victory. This is MPP defeat. If you understand the difference. MPP defeat means that the people are angry at MPP. Ashanti region, that's what happened. They didn't vote. This is what they get most of their vote for. So if people here don't vote, you are dead. And that's what happened.
But in your estimation... yes, Doc.
Yes, go ahead.
I was asking, in your estimation, you're talking about people in Ashanti region not going out to go and vote, right? But
yes,
we know that there were efforts that were made to make sure that support in the Ashanti region was energized and was whipped up, with Dr. Bawumia spending a lot of time in the region, with the vice presidential candidates coming from the region, among other things. So why, in your estimation, didn't the Ashanti region show up for the party that they love so much?
Well, you see, this is vindication of the voters. The politicians think the voters don't have any sense. So they can do anything and come back and lie about it. We have done very well, we have done this. Then don't they have eyes? Don't see anything. You don't see all the TV and all the things that went wrong. They saw it earlier. And so as we came forward, what was needed was patching up, coming and beg them. We didn't do this right, but we are doing this now, this and that. They didn't do that. They covered it up, behave as if what happened in the past did not happen at all. But people are not that stupid. They knew. So the die was cast already when they came back and made a lot of noise last minute. It won't do anything. They had already decided. And so all that effort didn't make any difference at all. If anything, it's solidarity some of them to be against them. Because MPP really behave as if the officials of MPP, the party officials, behave as if the party belongs to them. And they do what they want, not what the supporters want. See, this is what they did. And so they did everything in the book that way. That became, at some point, another party. You see, whatever he wanted is what they did. They followed him into the ditch. This is what happened. Right? A party that can go for constitutional amendment. I'm talking about party constitution. The same day, vote for the amendment. The same day, amend it, and then implement it. Take effect the same day. Have you heard such a thing before? Yes, this is what they did. So there was no rules in the party anymore. They did whatever they wanted.
Now, Doc.
So people took notice. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, you spoke about the president. There are those who have said that the outcome of this election is a verdict of President Akufo-Addo's leadership or a referendum on his governance. Would you agree?
Yes, I do. Because if he is the president, and if this is his party, you have the responsibility of guiding him not to go too wrong. And you didn't. You joined him. Whatever he said, you amplified it and made it worse. And so you are equally responsible. That's what happened. That's what the voters told us. We are responsible. I'm not part of it because I said it before. Bawumia is responsible bigger than anybody else. It's the president's fault. Bawumia is number two. Because the whole thing came to a head when they decided that Bawumia should be the next person. You don't decide. It's not the party officials who decide who should be next. No. It's the electorate. The whole party must come to an agreement that, okay, we're going to do. Sometimes you don't even have to do that. This is people contest. So lead them to contest. Whoever won, that's it. But no, this time no. Even this, they wanted to force it on the people. That Bawumia should be the next person. Everybody thought Alan should be the next person. And of course.
If you say Bawumia was forced, but Doc, if you say Bawumia was forced on the people, the delegates did speak, and it was an overwhelming endorsement of the candidature of Dr. Bawumia, who emerged on top with, more than 60% of the vote from delegates.
Who are the delegates? How do they vote? Bring their money. That's what they vote. Don't you know that? What is done in this does not involve money. The president, the sitting president, is fully strict. If you don't vote, you may be fired. What do? You don't be fired. No. You don't vote. You do what he wants. And this is what happens. This is what makes people so mad. You see. People did not want Bawumia to be on the table. The president appealed to the elders. They agreed, okay, let him go. Now you have come back in this short order, the leader of the party you are not a part of. It is not acceptable. So many people were angry, including myself. It shows sincerity, ingratitude. You understand? You can't see people there, seniors of the party. Let them go. You are a younger man. If they go, it doesn't work. Then it's your turn. Everybody will support you. I called him and I told him, I went to his house. I told him, the thing is coming. Let them go. Let the seniors go. If they don't win, I'm praise of the party. That's what I told him. If they don't win, you go around the country. Don't even contest. Try to unite the party. Talk to them. Energize them. And let the seniors go. If they don't win, you are the only one left. Crown prince.
Doc, do you think that, on that note, do you think that had it been a different candidate, the party would have performed better?
You mean the vice president, have you been a different candidate? I think so, yes. I think so. No doubt at all. Because the way he acted is as if whatever they are doing is for his interest, he has no problem. No matter what, whether it's good or bad, he will think. That's no good. This is how people used to say, you are not your own man. Sometimes even if they are rooting for you, and you know what they are doing is not in the interest of the unity of the party, you stand up and say, no, don't do it that way. But he never says anything. Goes along with them, and this is where we are now. Complete crash.
But,
the people were angry.
Yes, in all of this, Dr. Ba, looking at Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he was endorsed by John Agyekum Kufuor, the former president, stepped in, spoke to people, told people the reason why they should believe in Bawumia and why he himself believes in Bawumia. And we all know the stature of President Kufuor within the NPP and how revered he is. So how come that also didn't even play or make any difference?
You say we all know the stature. What is it? What? When people know the truth, no matter what stature is, they know the truth. You understand? And they are still in the party, they follow the party. So your stature doesn't lie to them. It does not matter. Last minute, the things they've done, all these battles, you sat there, on your calling speaker, he didn't say anything. But we needed him to speak up. Now everybody is looking up to him to speak up. Oh, this is not good. He never said a word. Now, the thing is messed up. You're going for an election. This is how you're going to tell us about your stature. Nobody will listen to you. That is the truth. That is what happened before. It was disingenuous. You understand? The party is not his. If he can't speak the truth, then he should be quiet and let the people do it. It is not a time. It is high time Ghanaians leave this idea of a dynasty or something like that. See, when he speaks, what happened? What was it? Well, all the malfeasance Nanado was involved in, the president never said one word. Where is your stature? Where is your truth? This is what we need. The president guiding the next person to stay in the lane and do the right thing. They took people's money, retirees. What did he say? What did he say? So don't talk about stature, please.
All right, now
you're talking about character.
Very well. Very well.
It's not right.
All right, Doc. But moving on. We saw the vice president come out early and give a concession speech. He's been commended for being a statesman and conceding early. What do you make of that?
That one, I applaud him. But I can assure you, most likely, he didn't come to do it by himself. International community was watching us. I cannot name specifically this one called and this one called it. But they're sure they did. They put pressure on him to concede defeat because you see the way the thing is going, you're going to lose anyway. To concede defeat now and forestall any possibility of violence. They prevailed upon him. This happens all the time in critical elections like this, and they agreed. It turns out yesterday, since our unofficial things I had, the president didn't know about it before he made his speech. And this is how it works. Because if he had told the president, he would not have agreed. It's like, no. Yes, Baumia can concede. That's not Baumia who congratulates, who invite the other incoming president in. We already have a president. Baumia is not a president, he's vice president. It's not a vice president who concede defeat. Have you ever heard that before? No, it's a candidate. And so it confirmed that most likely the president didn't know about it. It's almost like somebody taking the rank off of the president. Blindsided. Once he's conceded, what can you do? Can you change any narrative? No. He's the one who ran. He said he's lost. So you're going to say he didn't lose? No. So that's done. And once he does that, that's the end of the deal. And they forestall any possibility of violence. That one, he did well. It means he made that decision himself.
Right. And Doc, on the issue of Parliament and the number of seats that the NDC has won in Parliament, they have an overwhelming majority. I mean, in front of me, the number of seats that I can confirm now officially are 171. But we're told that it's within the region of about 185 parliamentary seats, including about 10 from the Ashanti region, and some real shockers, some big wigs and stalwarts losing, their parliamentary seats to new NDC candidates. What do you make of that situation?
All of that is payback time. The voters will let you know that they are in charge, not you. They are the ones who voted for you. You see, and if you've done what you wanted, then vote for yourself. That's what has happened. Now you are asking them to go and vote. Besides that, having said that, I have to say categorically, there was a lot of cheating going on, attempts to cheat. I'm not trying to diminish NDC's victory. They would have won it regardless. But we should not assume that these figures are all legitimate figures. We shouldn't. They have won, yes. I cannot pinpoint any candidate and say this one they didn't win or this one they didn't. But for sure, there was a lot of cheating in most countries. The instances of attempted cheating alone would have cancelled the whole thing. And we are not able to rerun elections. It's very expensive. And the way we've set it up, it's tedious. You can't do it. And so we keep going, even though we say the election is free, fair, and credible. Ours was not. Okay. Somebody killed someone, somebody took the ballot away, somebody cheated, officials themselves cheating, somebody raped Muhammad's picture up, so you can't vote for him, all sorts of things. And we say it's free, fair, and credible. No, it wasn't credible. It wasn't. But this is what we do. Everything we do is the soft standard. You understand? Look, I tell Romania. Somebody campaigned for a party, and that came on TikTok. That TikTok campaign alone disqualified them. The EC came out and said, they've cancelled the result. We'll do it again. But ours, can we do it again like that? No. It's very difficult. And so we have to consider changing the way we vote, how we set things up, because it is very difficult to rerun. We don't want to talk about it. Don't talk about rerun, or we can't rerun. This is how it is. This is how I suggested to vote by regions, in turns. You see, this weekend, this one, and the three regions are voting. Make sure they are apart. So we can't go over here and misbehave and run over here. We can easily do it. But we keep going full speed ahead as if we have not seen anything in our design. It is not working. It is not working. So what I've told you right now, you take time and go and look at the malfeasance that went on, the attempted rigging that went on, the printing of this. Hey, and you are saying free and fair and credible. How can it be? We didn't hear any of that. People fighting. Soldiers will not come. Some came. Police doing this. So, hey, no, it is not good. And so, yes, we have finished the election. Okay, Amma has won. It doesn't matter to me because he was going to win anyway. He was. Because MPP was so bad. It was take time for MPP punish the party that did all this wrong, and the alternative is Muhammad. And so you don't have a choice. A lot of people ask me, this is how we've set it up. So if this one doesn't go, here's the alternative. What would you do? And so that one is coming. That please, that no, delude ourselves that it was free, fair, and credible. It wasn't. It wasn't free, fair, and credible. It wasn't. All the printing stories, you never heard any of it. The ballot stuffing. Hey, okay. If you want to think like that, let's think.
Now, for the NPP, this will be like a very major defeat they have suffered at the polls. It's early days yet, but what do you expect the party to do after this unprecedented defeat?
Oh, I expect the party to get it. Well, I said before, this is not a party. It's not like that. Honesty, integrity, you see, is what guides this party. Not young boys looking for money. The rascals misbehaving all the time, telling lies. Now they will believing their own lies. This is not a party. Professor Popovas said it. He said this is not a party I joined. The same here. I have said it before. And this party will collapse because of how they are behaving. Lies upon lies. And look what has happened. This is the party that came 8 years and collapsed the whole country. How much money do we owe? And what do we have to show for it? What were the parliament? What were they doing? How they allow the president to keep going like that? They are there not to take bribes from the president. They are there to watch over him so that he doesn't overspend or do things that are not acceptable. Did they do their job? They betrayed us. They were there for themselves. But please, okay. Okay, they crack around and say, take money and they do what the president wants. So, what is this? Why don't we talk about that as if it never happened? And I will tell you, we don't talk about it, it will happen again. And I have said it. I will not be a party to it. This party, MPP party, this is not a party I joined. So many people have said that. And if they keep saying that this is the party you join and leave it. I'll tell them, leave it and join a new one over there. That's what I'll tell them.
You said you're leaving the party. You're leaving the party?
Why not? If your party becomes completely corrupt, what do you do? And the officials, you cannot throw them out because they will tell you they are the officials. So you have to keep them. How is it going to change? There is no way of keeping it.
Wouldn't you want to be part of the process? Wouldn't you want to be part of a process to rebuild it rather than leaving it?
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
The elected officials guide the party. You cannot go and throw the elected official out. I want that. He voted, he was elected. So what can you do? So it becomes almost an impossibility. Why don't you come a new party? A new party. Why? Let the people know the true MPP. Somebody was, I think it was some NDC candidate who was saying that the credible people in MPP have all left. You asking, where is Dr. Ba? Where is this one? Where is this one? Where is this one? What were they talking about? These people don't see anything. So when you come back and say, okay, we all left because they wouldn't listen to anything, it was corrupt. So now, we are forming a new party. Those who are upset, join it. They won't join it. What is in the name, MPP? What is the name? Somebody came up with it.
So you intend to form a new party?
Yes, I will say categorically, yes, I cannot be in this one. Either I form a new party or quit off together. That's it. Because this one cannot go forward. No. So let me tell you something. If you didn't hear it, or if you refuse to say it, it is the former Chief Justice, and New Yabua, who said Amoako was balanced stuff. Not so. Didn't you hear it? You didn't hear it? President Majority Leader was involved in ballot stuffing. Would you say it's not credible when it came from such a person? And now nobody talks about it. That security agencies should investigate. But because it's our government, nobody will do anything. This is a very, very, very important allegation level against him.
Now,
and you cannot say he's lying. But what is his motivation?
Well, yesterday, GHOne Mahama in his address did say that the transition process will begin tomorrow. At least now that we are done with the elections, good timing?
Well, he has to do what he has to because you have a short time to do things. And so it's good that he doesn't have a choice because you have to get going. And so let people do that whilst others are looking at other things. But what he should not forget, let not the process blind him from looking at important things and all the bad things that have happened at our administration. 8 years have around this country. Somebody said it will take 100 years. How did it come back? I say no. So the new one will take only 4. That's what I think. Let the people know who you are, what you've done, what has happened. You have not forgotten it. This is why they voted against MPP. So why would they forget? They will not forget. They will be happy. There was a time when the MPP, some of the officials called me. Look, can you get Alan to come back? I said, you want him back? Yes. Okay, I'll talk to him. I talked to him. But yes. You see, but he was too hurt. The pain was too much for him that they have insulted him, they have lied about him, they have degraded him. Also, I said, please, if you go back, this is how it's going to be. MPP together again. That's the headline. Family together again. That means all those who left will come back. I can say for MPP and you. But the pain was too much, so he couldn't do it. And that's how it is.
Right, and moving forward.
Would have won.
Right.
Yes.
And moving forward with this victory for GHOne Mahama, in terms of governance, in terms of where the country is now and where the country needs to go, they say they want to reset the country. He's now going to appoint ministers and all of that. What would be your advice to him? How would you, expect him to govern moving forward?
Well, he should first of all realize it's not business as usual. The country is there, all the problems are there, actually multiplied. The debt is through the roof. And now we have no money. Cocoa is going down. Every indicator is going down. So be very careful not to promise, over-promise, we do this, we do that, and we do. No. Look at the situation first before you decide how you're going to proceed. Do it gradually. You'll be okay.
Oh, well, Dr. Ba.
I mean, I don't think, yes.
Yes.
I was saying, Ghanaians don't know the situation we are in. We don't know the situation we are in. Ghanaians, the average Ghanaian doesn't. It is very bad. Very, very bad. And so people are clamoring to NDC to get a job, to do this, that. You are in for a shock. Because there are a lot of things that they even have to do on the drawing board that they couldn't do. Because there is no money. There is absolutely no money. Of course, government cannot be completely broke because they get taxes all day. But the tax money is not enough to do anything. It will not even be enough to run the government from day to day. You understand? Let alone involve yourself into projects and things like that. What are you going to do? So don't promise new things overly. There are some things poor people should not be left destitute. They should be given hope. And so if you do a little bit of that, it's okay. But please, be careful. Otherwise, you shoot yourself in the foot.
Very well, Dr. Ba. We're grateful that you've spoken to us this morning here on GH Today.
Thank you, Lantam.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.